YouTuber Finny the Legend. You know what? Here's a black person. I'll go black people with you. You know what I love about black people?
What's that? What do you love about black people? Any day now. I mean, like,
couldn't come up with it. Sorry, couldn't come up with anything. No.
Damn it.
What I love about black people is that they'll give themselves, like as white people, we were all taught growing up, giving yourself a nickname is fucking gay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to earn your nickname. You can't just give yourself a name. That's weak as shit. Well, black people not only give themselves nicknames, but they're like the most badass, remarkable nicknames with zero earning it ever. So they'll be like, Finny the Legend. It's like, how are you legendary? That's amazing. Because like back in like medieval times, if you were a knight, you were like Bruce the Brave. And they were like, why are you Bruce the Brave? And I ran into a village and I slaughtered a platoon to save an innocent boy and his lamb. And that became Bruce the Brave. Now to be Finny the Legend, you're like, yo, I uploaded a video of me pretending that a bucket of chocolate was doo-doo sauce and I poured it on somebody's head. It's like, so you're Finny. And they said, Finny, you a legend. I said, shit, you right. So Finny the Legend gets to give himself, Finny the Legend, or you get to be like, Yo-Yo the Amazing. That's more of a clown name, but you get the idea. So Finny the Legend was gunned down in front of the Bellagio in Las Vegas by fellow YouTuber Sin City Manny. I thought it would be Sal. Sorry. Because he received 2 strikes on his channel and feared a third. This is improvement, though, in the black community. I know that doesn't sound right. And Johnny, you're probably wondering, Aaron, how is this improvement in the black community?
Dude, somebody got shot. How's that
because black people are still fearing getting a third strike, but it's YouTube instead of felonies. That's a positive.
Oh, come on, man.
What? You remember Ricky and Barbershop? 3 strike rule and all that.
Oh.
No, so we had 2 strikes on YouTube. He feared getting a third. So let's walk into Sin City Manny's logic. Do you want to let's go into Sin City Manny's brain for a moment, shall we? Sin City Manny received the second strike, which I believe is a 14-day suspension.
Yeah.
So 14-day suspension on YouTube. He feared getting a third suspension or a third strike, and then your channel's gone forever.
Nuked.
So instead of moderating his content a little better, instead of perhaps, maybe taking the edge off a little bit, not doing anything that would get you a strike for like 90 days till 1 or 2 of those strikes comes off, he decides that the way he's going to rectify this problem and solve his issue of being worried about a third strike, seeing as this Finny the Legend, he blamed him for these strikes, he just went ahead and murdered the guy who gave him the strikes, which doesn't create any more peripheral problems than the one you already had.
I feel like they might block and suspend your channel after a murder conviction.
After a murder, they might even arrest you and charge you with multiple felonies.
Well, good news. Google's not going to close your channel, but unfortunately, the pen doesn't allow you to stream. So,
all right, Sin City Manny, we got some good news and we got some bad news. The good news is we've reviewed your channel, and we are not going to give you a third strike because this event happened off platform. Oh, that's great. What's the bad news? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do and say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. Should you not be able to afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
Yo, it's your boy Manny the Legend coming to you live.
No, you're fucking it up. That's Sin City Manny. He killed Finny the Legend.
Again, they make up their own names.
Dude, you're racist, dude. You don't understand black people's names.
Their nicknames all seem the same to me.
All right, so
but either way, just coming to you live from Cell Block D. Remember, the links to my commissary are down at the bottom.
Yo, like, comment, and subscribe to my booty because we gonna be lighting this shit up in the pen.
Today we're sampling toilet wine and giving our review.
All right, today on our how-to videos, we're going to show you how to make a shank out of spork. Oh, shit, I'm getting a strike.
I'm getting a lighter and a little bit of time.
I'm getting a strike for that one. How to make your own homemade booty grease in a pen. because sometimes the booty be dry and spit just don't get it. So we going to show you how to make your own booty grease. This Sin City Manny saying, what up? Actually, for his first 14 days of his sentence, he's not going to be able to make any content.
Oh, shit.
So, unfortunately. So let's play this is a clip from Finney the Legend, rest in power, King. This is Finney the Legend in better days. He's got a hat that says Finney is winning. I got to get another win for the toe hat now. By the way,
got a great store for that.
We have a store with another win for the toe t-shirts, streamlabs.com/Steel Toe Morning Show /merch. And you can go ahead and get your another win for the toe t-shirt. Jesse PS released some fucking killer merch over the weekend.
What did he release?
Shirts that if I show them, I'm going to fucking jail. That's what he released.
But you want one really bad.
I didn't say I didn't order them already. All right, let's go ahead and watch Finney the Legend.
Let's get this clear though, y'all, because we all laugh and joke. This is a PR.
Not laughing anymore, are you, Finney? I mean, Manny the Great or whatever the fuck his name is. Sorry, Johnny. Now I'm doing the U bit where I can't remember their names. I mean, Manny may be going to prison, but I don't think you'll be creating content anymore. You know, I'm looking at this Finney the Legend's background. Apparently, he's a successful streamer. And I look at what I have here, and I go, why the fuck do I try?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been making it work with a green screen and different shit for quite a while.
PR moment. We all laugh and joke. But mental illness is real, and we can clearly see this guy is mentally ill. So one thing about it, that's why I want to put it on y'all too. If he give us another strike and I got 3, y'all know that channel mean everything to him. He don't got no outside.
Oh, I see. So Finney's trying to encourage. See, like that, to me, that should be a strike.
Oh, encouraging people to strike him?
Yeah, I think brigading like that should be a strike. I think you should immediately get a strike on your channel if you encourage other people to strike people's channels. Yeah. I think any brigading like that should be a strike because that's bullshit. You're being dishonest. But Finney, well, I guess no.
Well,
I guess he kind of got his.
The dude talked tough. How did it work out for him?
Talk shit, get hit is what he learned. Old Finney the Legend got smoked for this one.
It's nothing.
YouTube's getting real as fuck. I'm going to go to Rumble where it's safe.
I don't think I could do it in my heart. And I'm saying this on live so he can hear it too. Shout out LDT. But I don't think I can take his channel from him, man, because I think he's so close to going in the closet, man. And he's so close.
Oh my
man.
Fuck that. You know what the first thing I asked you, did you give him a strike?
I'm going to say right now, watching this clip, knowing what happened, I think Finney the Legend grossly underestimated where this guy's head was at.
Yeah, I don't think you realized how external his need for pain would be.
Yeah.
It would not be self-inflicted. It was going to be probably delivered to somebody.
I'll say
that somebody was you.
I'll say this. Sin City Manny was not thinking about hurting anyone but you. It is not... Boy, you talk about clips that didn't age well.
Fuck that. You swing at me, we swing it back twice. Boot him to the motherfucking moon.
Also,
you know, it started off so encouraging. It was 2 black men yelling at each other and keeping it on wax, as the kids say. Oh, Sin City Manny's a white guy?
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
I can't wait for people to give this story a new slant it didn't need before.
Oh, no.
Guys, it wasn't tarded enough when it was just 2 people on the internet. Now we got to go, it's racial.
Dude is the Larry Bird of street violence. What the fuck? Old Luka Doncic of street violence over here, Sin City Manny. Oh, we're about to watch a Sin City Manny video, and this is really going to make us look terrible. You know what I love about not knowing anything about any of these people? Is that when I clip this later, I get to look like the biggest retard on the planet because now everybody watching this who doesn't watch Steel Toe will be like, Sin City Manny is what? It'll be all over the comments until we find out that he's a white boy.
And we realize how stupid we look.
Oh, boy, do we ever. So
nice.
Sin City Manny is a white fella who was getting strikes on his channel. And Finny the Legend was not, or no, I'm sorry, Finny the Legend kept getting strikes. Or no, God damn it, Aaron. This is why I'll never be a good drama channel. Sin City Manny got 2 strikes on his channel, and this Finny the Legend was like, let's get him a 3rd strike. And, you know, I get criticized by people who are terminally online for warning people about being terminally online. Have a life outside of the internet, and then the internet can just be a persona that you can walk away from and just have fun with and watch everybody melt down around you. It's fun.
Right.
I don't mean to say I told us so. I don't mean to say another win for the toe. But boys and girls, this is what happens when you don't develop a real life outside of the internet. This man got 2 strikes on him. And he went, life is not worth living anymore. I'm going to kill the man who's going to get me a 3rd strike, and I will live the rest of my days in prison because I can't stand the idea of getting a 3rd YouTube strike. Motherfucker, there's Kick. Everybody's going to Kick now. Rumble's
There's
out
Rumble.
there. Twitch is dying, but
yeah,
God, are they a fucking dumpster fire over there on Twitch? Jesus Christ. But you got all these people, like multi-streaming is the future. Multi-streaming's the way to go. And this Sin City Manny decided, nah, I think I got to aerate a motherfucker. That's the way I got to handle this strike situation. So let's see.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, Sin City Manny, who's a devastating embarrassment to his entire race, basically takes away our joy from making this the next Biggie Tupac oh, no. Oh, no. Do you see what that is?
Please tell me that's not a booster seat.
That is a booster seat.
Fuck Nuggets, no.
I hope that this guy just straps in his meth bags really safely, and that's what that's for. But I have a feeling that's for a human child. And do you see which way it's facing?
Yeah, it looks like it's facing to well, then that would be a baby seat if it. But
You
still,
see
why would
right
it be,
there,
the
yeah.
reverse seat thing is what you do when they're in the front.
No, you know what the reverse seat is?
What's that?
It's like when they're newborn. You put your children in backwards facing the seat when they're too young and too little. You face them forward after, God, it's been a long time since I've had a kid in a car seat, but I think like 6 months. You face the kid forward. Might even be later than that. So yeah, this piece of you-know-what trash has a backwards facing fucking baby seat, and he decides to smoke a dude because he got him strikes on his YouTube channel. Guys,
You don't have anything fucking else to do with your life that you thought, I'll throw it away over a possible strike on a YouTube channel.
find something to live for, please.
Jerome,
See his daughter at
I'm out here
graduation.
searching for my baby. The butt.
All right, I'm rooting for Finny the Legend in this one.
Yeah, dude. Like,
I mean, Finny the Legend's kind of a clown. Well, was kind of a clown, but this guy sets us back.
I just feel like this whole thing is just fake. Like him, like this. Like he doesn't have a real personality, so he sculpted one that he thought the internet would like.
Yeah. And you know, really, this, like, watching shit like this and watching white people like this makes me go, you know what? Colonialism was a better time. Like, we were prim and proper. I mean, the wigs could have gone. I could do without the wigs, but, like, I could do without the wig, in this case.
I went through every fucking casino there is. I heard there's one of my biggest fans here in fucking town. I was dying to see him.
How about you just stop at a fucking craps table and you roll some dice and take a load off and have a drink? I was walking through casinos because I wanted to find Finny the Legend. You're the only person looking for him. Play
How
some
about
cards.
you go home and hang out with the kid?
That's a great idea. Yeah, you don't have to gamble and drink. You can go hang out with your young child.
You know, the one you just had.
Dying to see him. What are we doing? Field bar tonight? Is that what we're doing? I'll fucking be there. I'll fucking be there.
What the?
Better.
Why does he
believe it.
occasionally get like a weird Spanish accent?
Come to my city and think I'm not gonna show up?
Because it's like you said, he doesn't have a real personality. By the way, is he Latino?
I don't know, but it's just weird because he's talking. I'll fucking be there, and then like he goes talking normal again.
He's got a weird cross Latino Wisconsin accent.
Yeah,
I'll fucking be there.
I'll be there, don't you know? With a casserole deep dish.
Hey Holmes, I'll be there. You know.
You fucking think I'm not gonna show up? I should have been the first one to be told, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite. Mr. Marcus.
Oh boy. He's got a beard like Anton LaVey and a laugh to match.
That's right. We outside.
That's why this shooting happened. It was two internet guys who were outside and they lost it and didn't know what to do.
Holy crap, there's green stuff and it moves when the wind blows. What the fuck is that?
What's that yellow shit in the sky? We all gonna die.
There's a fireball in the air. We're gonna burn.
Yo, motherfucker, is that thing getting closer? That shit's gonna crash into us. Someone call Bruce Willis and drill into that mug. That's what happened. Two YouTubers went outside and this is what happened. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we got to keep these guys indoors. More drama. Best stay indoors today.
We're doing fuel bar tonight? I'm fucking there, homie. What's the fuel bar without the fuel?
Oh, you're the fuel, huh? Well, you are greasy. By the way, if you want to wonder why tourism is down in Las Vegas, it's because it's become a garbage trash city. Like Las Vegas is complete garbage trash now. It's the final stage of the corporate takeover, which is the first stage of the corporate takeover is T-shirts and sweatpants. Mm-hmm. And then the final stage of corporate takeover is gutter trash shooting at each other and homeless people. You can say what you want. The mob stole money. The mob killed people. But the mob kept it nice and easy and classy.
Right. Shit to shoe level. We got rules here, folks.
You think fucking Caesars Entertainment Holdings Incorporated is going to fucking bury somebody in Lake Mead? No.
We don't even have a lake left in there. Now they got to dig again.
You saw that a bunch of the mob murder bodies got found in Lake Mead because the water level went down.
Yeah. The water level's gone down to the point where they're finding these rotten bodies in half, like rusted out barrels.
They found Bugsy Siegel's hits. His greatest hits were in Lake Mead. But the shit ran right. And people came in and they were dressed nice and they looked good and everything else. Now you got a guy in a fucking what's
I don't
his
mean
name?
To put this on the mob,
Jokic
but I feel like
jersey.
that's a societal thing we gave up. Just like, like when you go out, you dress nice. You don't just like, oh, hey, I got it. Like, look, I don't mind the occasional person's like, I got to run to Quick Trip, put some gas in the car for tomorrow and pick up a coffee. Like, okay, fine. You don't need to put on your fucking, a suit and tie or
Sunday
whatever.
best,
But like,
right.
oh, we're going to go out. We're going to go out like to this place or that place. How about you don't look like that?
Yeah. How about the fact that this guy killed a guy on the strip is like the fourth thing wrong with him? I mean, Christ. By the way, they're doing it to Nashville. Get ready. Within the next generation, Nashville will be an absolute shit stain of a city, too. Because they're putting in all the corporate bars with the big stages, and they're going to bring in big names to perform. Gone are the days of, the just starting out band going on stage at Legends and, putting the tip jar out, and, you're at a fucking real honky-tonk. Now it's going to be like Morgan Wallen's Drink-a-Palooza, and we got... And it's going to be like washed up old country guys performing there instead of giving new guys a chance. They're wrecking the shit out of that town too. Get ready. As soon as corporations start piling on the tourist trap, it turns into expensive dog shit like Disney.
We're doing the fuel bar tonight. Fucking go. Or wherever you go, I will be there. Oh, man, come on. I have to say hi to my biggest fan.
Might want to get that suspension checked. Did he just
He just barked.
Johnny, did he just bark
like
at the
a
camera?
dog.
He barked at the camera, didn't he?
He barked at the camera. Again, these are people where it's like I live stream every moment of my life because that's apparent. Like who watches this? But again, these are all examples of you being a shitbag person. Like we could just watch this clip at his like hearing or arraignment or whatever, and the judge would be like, I don't need to see any other evidence, just life sentence.
It's really too bad both of them didn't go.
Right?
Oh shit! Hold on, we're gonna rewind. I was not ready for that.
Pitbull copyright infringement. Do something about this.
It's a good Ace Ventura impression. I told you, Mr. Chickadance, when I get the money, you'll get paid. So we're barking at people before we shoot a guy. I guess you got to get amped for that kind of a thing. Let's watch you drink water now.
Why does he always chew it? I don't get it.
You're right. He is chewing water. Yo, that's because that's where the beans be at, yo.
You know?
No, I don't.
I heard that shit. I jumped out of my fucking bed. It came out here so fucking fast.
Yeah. Oh, now we're snorting. We're the ultimate warrior now.
I'm disappointed right now.
Take this YouTube channel into a nosedive, Hulk Hogan. And you
and
will
all
be
3 viewers with it. How many people are watching this shit? These are successful YouTubers?
This only has 1,500 views. So to give you an idea, like we're on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, and Facebook. And just the YouTube portion of the evening show on a bad night will do more numbers than that.
So these people don't really have like no offense, like you might be making money and getting by on your internet stuff, but it's not really that. Like it's the equivalent of I work at Quick Trip on the internet. Like that.
And they're fucking shooting each other over it. Like they're shooting each other. Okay, this would be like I'm trying to make a comparison that our audience might. This would be like you and BYB shooting at each other. I can't think of something less. I can't think of less of a reason.
Does that always count as a drive-by?
Well, it has to be a drive-by. You guys are limited in your abilities, you know. And by the way, I mean, again, judging by judging by show quality.
Hold still, motherfucker. I got to put in my brakes before I pop a cap or I'm going to roll.
You and Derek shooting each other would be the most entertaining thing either of you have ever done.
Right? Because we keep moving backwards from the momentum.
Just watching you guys roll, you know. Slap My Ass Sally becoming a member for 37 months says long live the toe. Jake Fire with $5 over on YouTube. Thank you. We've also got, I missed a couple in here, and we're not going to get to see them. That's too bad.
Someone needs to make an AI photo of me and BYB in our wheelchairs like we're going at it. Even the cripples are shooting.
383 Novocaine with $1 says the OG VIPs should get 2 pieces of merch for waiting over a year. Well, if you claim it, I will make it so. Another $1 from Carlos Cameo. Says Sin City Manny's channel is still up. Okay, he sends us a link. We'll take a look at that. And then Coltrane with $1 says, FYI, Neil McCoy is going to be in Richmond this weekend. Well, hot shit. I'd go watch Neil McCoy. All he's got to do is just give me that wink. Sorry. 220 away from this morning. Throw us a couple of bucks. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants, gifted memberships, and all that. Thank you very much. Someone texting in, speaking of beans, that food truck at Best Buy is delicious. A little local flavor for you guys. There you go.
There you go.
Little local flavor. You want to see Manny or Sin City Manny and his channel and see what he's doing when he's not murdering,
he's not chasing people down with a baby seat in the car.
God, isn't that the most wild thing about that? Is that here's a guy running around with a little baby seat.
Like if you like literally Like the kids, thank Christ, not in the car. At least I certainly hope not. But yeah, like that baby seat sitting there is just, you're literally driving around with a reminder of, hey, maybe think about your actions and what they might have in terms of an impact on people you're supposed to give a fuck about. Just maybe.
Is this, here we go. Sin City Manny. He's got the Tropicana implosion. So he just, wait a minute. So this guy does like just straight up like Vegas live streams, and he just decided he would fucking smoke a guy?
Apparently. Because, video isn't admissible in court.
Daytime in the Las Vegas Boulevard streamed 1 day ago. Oh, shit, when he shot the fucking guy. So he streams like every 3 or 4 days from Las Vegas. He did a scooter ride tour of Las Vegas, so he went on a scooter and filmed it. Live streamed it.
Does he film like in the casinos? Because I don't think they don't allow that.
I don't think they allow that. But he filmed at the mall. He went on a Vegas mall tour. So this dude literally just goes around Las Vegas showing people shit, and he got brain broken so hard by some dude that he just fucking killed him.
Apparently.
I live in a different world. I want to see where he ended his last stream. I want to see the last couple of minutes of Sin City Manny's final
How hilarious
stream.
would it if the last stream is him getting arrested? Oh, Jesus, we're in the same car.
Yeah, he's in the same ar.
All right, I want to wait. Hold on.
Oh,
This
wait, it
video
looks like
clearer.
the baby seat is.
That's not a baby seat. That's junk. Because that's the brim of a hat. And then I don't know what's under it, like a shirt.
Oh, so the
or
baby
something?
seat's gone now. He took out the baby seat.
I don't know. That just looks like junk. And maybe it was rearranged before.
Because so he shot the guy outside Bellagio. So if he's nowhere near Bellagio, this ain't where he shoots him. How fucking hardcore would it be, though, if this ends with him grabbing a gun out of his waistband and then turning off the stream?
Right now on the Allegiant Stadium. So there's a lot of people out here, boys.
Allegiant Stadium is nowhere near Bellagio.
That Luxor's fucking sold out.
Bellagio is quite a ways down the strip from Allegiant. Allegiant's over by like Mandalay Bay and Luxor and shit. In fact, you walk out of the Mandalay Bay to walk
What's
to
that
Allegiant.
big pyramid building in the background?
Luxor.
Baby. The fuck? I went through every fucking casino there is.
Oh, this is where. Oh, wow. So the clip we were watching was from his final.
His final stream.
Yeah.
Be told, right? Somebody should have sent me my invite.
So yeah, the clip we were watching, it makes it look like a baby seat. It's just junk.
That's right.
These are always the most
outside.
The most uncomfortable parts of these kind of live streams are where they just sit there driving.
I'm fucking there, homie.
Right, but like the we outside think we
Where's the fuel
outside.
bar
Not
without
anybody
the
that's
fuel?
watching this, they're probably inside. That's the problem.
Does this not look? So we just watched this clip. This is
that
not.
looks
this
kind
is
of like
different.
a baby seat.
No, this looks different.
I heard that shit. I jumped out of my fucking bed. It came out here so fucking fast.
That's where we left off.
I'm very disappointed right now. All this long stream, and I didn't see my biggest fan. Teardrop.
Oh, you earned one. He got it, ladies and gentlemen.
No
Sin
idea
City
how
Manny gets
prophetic that
himself a
line was.
teardrop. Attaboy. Famous last words. Stay hydrated in the desert, bro.
Just know instigators get this shit too.
Oh. Jesus, we don't need to see. Oh my God, look at the boogers. Holy
Ugh.
shit. He's a booger guy for sure. Hey, there are other ways to prove you're hardcore
Other than shooting a guy?
other than shooting a guy. I mean, I know people probably make fun of you because, you're a YouTuber and shit, but like, You don't have to go so fucking hard in the paint. Whatever
Right,
happened
but I'm pretty sure on the list of things you can do, that one's like at the top. That's like number one with a bullet.
It's pretty, yeah, it'll give you instant cred. Don't get me wrong. Like, I ain't gonna, other than the fact that he's in jail, I wouldn't fuck with Sin City Manny after this. I don't need him popping my ass outside of US Bank Stadium after a Vikings game, I ain't willing to die over this shit.
I don't think he'll last in the frozen tundra.
Maybe we can be like the Russians and we can let winter beat him out. I don't know. But I'll be honest. Maybe I'm giving away a big tell of mine. Maybe I'm giving away like some of the secrets, but I'm not willing to die for this. Maybe I just gave everyone a lot of motivation. Maybe a lot of people looked at me and they went, wow, this guy's down to fucking die for his show. I'm not.
No.
I'm really not. I don't even have another firing left in me. I mean, when we
how do you think the fuck I've stayed around?
Yeah.
I knew that.
When we start, when we get back to having a boss again, like I'm going to tell him straight. I've told him straight up. I'm like, I don't have another like controversial firing in me. I'm not a completely broken puppy, but let's just say a little more
we're
measured.
pretty close.
Yeah. I'm that dog who used to be ruthless, but now I'm like 13 and I got a little arthritis in my hip and I'm like, it ain't worth it anymore. It ain't worth the chase.
Lost one tooth to gingivitis and you're like,
Yeah.
fuck it. You know what? How about we're a good boy.
They got to put my steroid pill inside of like butter and cheese. I got to take it that way. Los Federales with $1 says you riot because you don't want to be deported, but you're waving a Mexican. We'll get to it. We're going to get to all the Mexicans today. I promise. King Kong Dong says Aaron better go to Vikings Eagles this year. Well, that's a good way to get killed just by accident. Sleepless in Minnesota says, is this the same Sin City Manny from Sin City Family? I don't know. I don't know what either of those things were before today. Coyote NV with $1.99 says Las Vegas isn't the disease. It's one of the symptoms. No, I agree with you. I agree with you that, like I said, it's the last phase of corporate takeover. It's just, it turns into trash. It turns into shit. We gotta resurrect.
Should have let the mob keep it, guys.
Gotta resurrect the mob. Well, the reason the government took down the mob is not because they were hurting people. It's not because,
they stopped working with the government hand in hand.
Well, they were competition. The mob was competition for the government. They were trying to hone in on the government's game, which is shaking people down for security. If you have the mob, you don't need the government. So it wasn't like, it's always funny whenever the government does something and they tell the people, hey, we're doing this for you guys. Uh-huh. Doing it for me.
Well, like Boardwalk Empire, I don't think is like point for point, like specifically like straight up real accurate, but I think it's like historically accurate. And that whole thing, like everybody on the East Coast, the East Coast Empire was built off of people like, we're politicians and prohibition's coming. Guess we're going to shift over into illegally selling booze.
Right. They go wherever their profit is going to be. Gambling's illegal everywhere. What are we going to run? Well, we'll run gambling then.
Guess we'll do that.
Liquor, gambling, hooas. As Vito Corleone said, people see those as harmless vices. By the way, someone said, of course it was Sam's show, says, and Bappa Shab, they're both double teaming it today. They said Aaron wants Jewish criminality as a part of his Vegas experience. A lot of people think that like the Italian mob ran Las Vegas, but the mob started as a Jewish outfit. Meyer Lansky, Bugsy Siegel. Murder Inc. was Jewish. Like the Jews used to be fucking killers. They all used to be IDF back in the day. And then
they still are. Isn't that like if you're in Israel, you have to be?
That's what I mean. IDF is still killers. But it used to be that way across the globe. Then they just said, well, why don't we incorporate? And then we can we can be businessmen and then we'll do the same shit we've always done, but we'll make it legal and above board, And then the Italians took it over and they said, well, we can kill just like you can.
We can shoot people.
Yeah. It takes us a few more shots. Every ethnicity that took over crime in this country, like the shooting, the accuracy went down. Like the Jews were they did a very good job of just hitting people, right? The Italians, they kind of invented like St. Valentine's Day Massacre, spraying bullets everywhere. And then, of course, now we have the inner city here in America, and they don't even hit
Just
with
aim along the side of the barrel, because why would you?
Maybe if you guys would start aiming at the children, you'd start hitting the guy you mean to shoot. Because you aiming at the guy you mean to shoot, you keep hitting kids. Maybe it's kind of like in golf when you have a really wicked left-hand slice. You just aim to the right. Instead of fixing your slice, just aim over to the other fairway, smack the crap out of it, and they'll go whoop and boom into the